So I've been sitting here these last few days, really working on my shit, like all of it. So today is the day of the planetary alignment. It's like the Big Bang Day, right? And this is like the closing of the Lions Gate, um, solar showers. This morning was the planetary parade alignment, which I forgot to watch in the morning, so hopefully tomorrow morning I can watch and wake. But the point is, energetically, and then we have the solar eclipse. And it's going to be crazy in places like Spain, where that solar eclipse is going to happen the same time as sunset. Like, I wish could be there to see that. So I've been staying close to home. So I want to also talk about, gotta get in here, right? Um, the other day I did a powerful uh, clip, and for some reason the sound just would not work. And I was trying to make that thing work, and it just didn't work, so I had to let it go. But this is indicative of the flow, right? Recognizing the things that are causing you static tension and how to let it go. How to move, how to pause, right? In the midst of all this stuff and not be reactive, right? So I've been moving through some deep, deep, deep stuff. And I think I shared in one of my just check-ins is what's been really working for me during this clearing, this big thing, is judgment. And I might sound hard, like, you, judgment, Miss Therapist, spiritual person, empath, all these things. And what I've come to realize, and why I'm sharing this in this alignment as the last thing I'm really working with, um, and that I mentioned the new moon is in this, right? Leo, like all of this. I really proselyted today and yesterday with God, with universe, around clearing up what is no longer serving for me. And when I say proselyte, I had to get down on my hands and knees and give it over. And it came up when I was on in my wellness room on my biomat with my chi machine, deep dive meditation, and I was like, what is it? And the word, and there was the thought, the voice, judgment. Because the question I asked is, I want to pull into circle all around me all the people that there's static or tension with. Can I just bring them in? And on that meditation table, on that mat, I brought them all around me. And I said to each of them, I said to the collective, what are y'all trying to teach me? For real. And then it came back, judgment. That's how the judgment came. And I was like, what? And I was devastated, to be quite honest. I was devastated to find out the judgment, right? So I was devastated, and I was like, oh my God, really, God? I'm that? And it was yeah. So I went through this whole grieving, asking for forgiveness and all that. And then the voice came back, was like, actually stop. That's not what we are asking you to do. You're submitting to the pain body. And you understand that work when you think about the Course of Miracles. You think about Bashad, Abraham, right? I'm just naming some of the vehicles where you can get clear about the pain body, okay? Vessel Cots, the body keeps the score, all those cats, right? Somatic experiencing the pain body, okay? So I was like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. So I got tricked, right, into the pain body, like with the whole, oh, forgive me, la 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 business. And really what God was showing me was like, okay, look, this is your thing. You wanted to know? This is your thing. But God also leaned in and said to me, darling, you are your biggest critic. Like, you judge yourself extremely harsh. And my sister mentor always told me this too. And I'm like, wow, okay, wow, right? Like, and that was a major shift. And even getting caught up in the pain body's drama was also a major part of the shift, right? Um, I had to pause and realign myself. And I've been working on this unpacking a little bit more of the judgment, but more importantly, recognizing when I say judgment, for me, part of that judgment is about the pain that people create for themselves unnecessarily. Like, it pains me to see the pains that people, and I think as a therapist, one of the good things I was able to do is I could read people like bang, and I could see the pain. What was hurting me was I could see how they were creating their own pain. Not knowing that I was also being harsh on myself. That's a different story, but related, right? And so I used to judge people though for that. Like, and I really didn't realize that. Like, I was judging you for the pain body stuff that you're holding. And it would come out in these different sideways pain. It also came out in the ways in which I chose people around me, friendships, because some of that was coming from a judgment. Like, oh, okay, I see you. You need me to be your friend. I'm just going to be real. And therefore, I'm going to help you. But the more I did that, the more I was actually being judgy. And people often, you know, people realize this after a while. Even if you're sincere, people start to feel like that. And I started to realize that was playing out in a lot of my relations. Um, and so, with that, now at this planetary alignment parade that we are in, it's the little micro breaths that I get to remind myself in the releasing of that judgment for myself and for others. There's more that I can say a lot to this. I'm sharing this idea for you because I recognize this is part of my 52 evolving self work. And God brought this to me, and I'm sharing this as a witness, not for you to judge me, but to share with you a thing that I'm going through in order for you to feel free and empowered to go through your own journey with yourself. That's really why I'm doing this video, right? Like, I'm showing you how real and hard that this work is so that you can do your work. I just got emotional because I really care for you, man. That's why it hurt me to find out I was judgment. Like, I really care about the welfare of you, us, where we're going. And it saddens my soul to see the conditions where we find ourselves, right? And that's why the judgment was like, whoa, me? And so I'm sharing that to invite you into a process for your own self around how to get clear. This is like business big freaking time, y'all. If you haven't sat down today with yourself and journaled and meditate to write about the stuff you need to cut the ties. This is like big monumental. If you miss the window today, you could still do post work. It's just not the same potency. So I'm hoping that as I post this, there's still time within this 24-hour realm, depending on where you are in the world, that you can get this and do this for yourself. You have got to do your 52 evolving self work for you. That just means 52 of your energy, your life force, has to be spent on you being right with you. The rest will take care of itself. It's the same when we met. So my manifestation, really, not only alignment with the abundance of like financial security, I'm talking about the abundance of welfare, wellness. When I say welfare, the welfare of my heart, mind, body, and soul. That's what I want to manifest. Y'all, look, I am 62. There is not a lot of time left on this planet in this configuration to mess around with the days. So I'm doing this work, and I'm hoping that you will do this for you too, because we can, what I know is if we were all working from our 52 evolving self energy force, all this shit that's happening around this chaos would change like bing overnight. Excuse me. Yeah, I know. I got my bling water bottle. Everyone says, oh my gosh. Anyway, my girl, Sister Menta, thank you for giving it. She gave me this water bottle to say to me, girl, remember to shine your light everywhere you go and take it with you. So that's to you, my girl. Just real love, real crucial, real energetic time that we are in. And I wish you the best and clearing out, cutting the ties that no longer serve you. Listen for the message in meditation. And meditation can be in motion. It doesn't have to be completely still. It can show up in washing the dishes, some of those mundane tasks. Pay attention to the messages. Peace, love, ashe, aho. I really am rooting for not just you, for each and every one of us souls. We have a great opportunity. There's magic in the air. Harness it, ride it, use it. Ashe, amen, aho.